Pants on the ground. Welcome back to my hometown, New Brighton, Minnesota. Found a strange material here. Found some artifacts. We got ruins here in the city of New Brighton, a suburb of St. Paul, Minnesota. A suburb. So yes, the suburbs were developed. This is an old world city. Now they say it was built in the 1890s, in about 3 years. This whole city, brick masonry and all. This is the old New Brighton right here, they say. This is a park, this is a lake. Long Lake Park. Long Lake, because it's long. And this here, so it's that easy. Right here, this masonry, look at the damage. Look at it crumbling down on itself. Bricks in the water, more of that stuff. Here's more of that round stuff. What is this stuff? And there's bricks in it, it's all bricks and stuff. Oh my God. You know, I'm just blown away. I don't know what these big pots are here. I just found something interesting. Here's another piece. I don't know what this material is. It's like terracotta or something. And they're like, it's almost like metal, but it's not. It's like terracotta. It's like a fired, yeah. Almost resembles like something natural. Like a, I don't know. Can we focus maybe? Anywho, you get the idea, but there's chunks of that in the water here. Brick right there. Brick right there. Weird blocky bricks, weird ones. Here's a brick down here. There's a masonry. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. And these buildings were right up along the shoreline here. Directly right up on the shoreline. That's how they built. I found a file, an old file. It's all warped. How that happened? How they get warped like that? And just sitting out here, you know, got X-factored. Look at the tip. Look at the tip even got warped. So that's gonna come home with me. As you can see here, it was a file. That's gonna come with me. That was laying here in the ruins. Check out the ruins. They seem to be brick rendered with concrete. Brick rendered with concrete. All sorts of metal sticking out, and the metal doesn't rust. It doesn't rust. It doesn't rust. Their metal does not rust. So, the trees here, about that age, 1890s likely. These are huge, humongous, 100-foot tall cottonwoods. This same park, I've showed you some footage. I brought you some footage from another location here in this park. Right? It was the mound where we found some ruins on top of the mound, and as well as the oak forest where they're attracting lightning over there. These trees do the same. They have that same kind of lightning-like pattern to their branches, kind of, and they're high up in the canopy. They're very high, and they catch lightning and they come down. This one seemed to have just come down from old age, actually, or knocked over. I'm not sure. This one seems to have rotted and come down, maybe in a windstorm. But anywho, the ruins here are ridiculous. This is old New Brighton right here, these buildings. They say that these were ice houses. I'll show you the little plaque out here in a moment. And there's just ruins, and this is old New Brighton right here. Old New Brighton. They had rails, trains coming through here. They had a train yard right here up on top of that terrace. Terracing up away from the water. We will take a look at that up there. Some interesting things there to look at. And then right here, look at the damage. The material in there, not a choice material. Looks like it's something damaged. Likely brick. Brick can turn to that material like concrete as well. It can blow out like concrete as well. And it does. These buildings were right up along the shoreline here. Just directly on the shore's edge. These buildings. Incredible. Got the canoe out. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, and we're water skiing, and we're water skiing. I was thinking yesterday I was about to ask these folks whether they want to pull me barefoot, but they didn't come close enough. They didn't come close enough. Anywho, that'd have been a hoot. So got these ruins here. Look how low we are here as well. These ruins, how low these ruins are. So I'm not buying that this was 1890s. These ruins looking like this is 1890s. Look at the damage. Look at these blown out. These are from like big boulders, big stones that have blown out. Came out of these sockets right here from the masonry. Right here, you can see where all this material up above is covering up about 2 feet. There's about 2 feet of material covering up the foundations right here. All these foundations, there's about 2 feet of material inside of all these foundations right here. All of these. And these were said to be ice houses, all right here. There's about 6 ice houses right here, and they knocked them down, they say. I'll show you why that's bullshit. I'll show you what I mean by that's bullshit. So masonry on top of masonry on top of masonry. We got fancy edges and all this type of stuff. That's old world stuff. Just give me a fucking break. All this right here disappears underneath the ground right here. This big slab. It's a big slab I'm on right here. A big slab. It's void underneath. You can see it, but it's about, oops. Yeah, excuse me. Void underneath. But it's about 2 feet though, because it's at the water's level. So, yeah, just right up. Oh, yeah, a jet ski. But, yeah, more masonry right on the water's edge. And let me show you why I say that's bullshit. 1890s, because this tree right here, look at this cottonwood here, 100 feet high. It's enormous. You know, there's about 4 trunks coming in. How many trunks does this thing have? Okay, it has 2, but look at this. Look what's growing out. Look at what's growing out of that tree. A tree that old. This would be about an 1890s tree, would you not say? Right? About that old? Likely planted by the folks who say that they built this stuff in that time period. The folks who settled this place and inherited this place in that time period. But this tree here is growing in unto the masonry. In unto the fucking masonry. Okay? So give me a break. How about that? Bricks don't melt and buildings don't. And cities were built in 3 years with masonry buildings. With masonry buildings built in 3 years. And it's not a small city. You got 25,000 today. It's a small city, but it's not a small town. It's a suburb. Look at the rendering here. This is the old world rendering. We know this stuff. It's very, very thin, and it's rendered over what? Concrete? No. Why would you render concrete over concrete? This is brick. This material is brick. I'll show you more evidence for that. Look at the wood inside of the fucking masonry here. Look at the wood inside of the... Why would we have wood? Why would we ever have wood inside of the masonry? Why would we have wood inside of the masonry like this? It's something X-factored. These were bricks, and there's something going on here. Melted. Something melted down. I don't know why that's there. But you see how thin this is, and this is that good stuff. This is that good stuff. This stuff right here, it's good. This right here on the inside seems to be brick, and I'll show you why. I found something over here. And see how sharp these edges were when they were good. I mean, how crisp and flat the stuff was. It's very consistent. That old stuff, that rendering. Now, where's that piece? Don't tell me it's... You gotta be kidding me. Where's that? Here it is. So, here's more of the rendering. It's about that thick, yay thick, see? And we don't render over concrete. I'm saying that this blown out material right here is melted brick. So right here, look at this. Right here. Oh, what's that? So some of this masonry has come down, there was a brick inside of it. And there's all sorts of crap inside of the masonry. So it's telling me that this is melted. This has stuff coming in onto it. That's charcoal. That's real charcoal. Wow, that's wood. That's real charcoal. I mean, like... Oh, sorry, Mr. Longlegs, I almost killed you. Gee whiz, I almost killed you. Oh yeah, that was a scare, huh? He was stabbing around in there. He was right there. Okay, so that's good. He's all right. So got this here, this brick in there. That likely came right off of this wall. It's about that thick. Yeah, it came right off of here, and there's bricks inside of there. So just give me a fucking break. You know, cut that out. We don't have big cock-ass stones inside of our concrete like this. We're not using this type of inconsistent material because it would crack like this and crack the masonry like that. If we were using big chunks like that in there, if we were using big chunks in there like this, it would crack the masonry the first time you walked on it. the first step you take right here, it would start causing cracks right here around that chunk. They weren't like that when they were laid, when it was poured. It was not. It was not. Now let's find my skateboard. That's going to be a challenge in this mess of this mess. Okay, so there's a wall behind me I'd like to check out as well. Oh, look at the ducks, where they are going. They're all heading to the right. So, skateboard seems to be MIA. So right to the right here, there's a wall. And the wall is giving some clues as well, so we gotta find that wall, that piece of the wall. I'm not sure exactly where it is, so I'm gonna ride down the trail here. See the masonry? Right up along the water's edge. Just give me a 1890s buildings, and I'll show you what they mean. We'll ride down this plaque. Look at this foundation right here. So we were coming along straight, perfectly straight. They did stuff perfect. I'll show you the wall back here. And look at this. This piece came blown out. Look at the material. This is all like, you know, flat surface, and then look right here. It turns into a stone, really, kind of, and yeah, disappears. So that's that. Now we'll find that wall. So here's the plaque where they're going to tell you about the ruins. They're going to tell you about what this stuff was. They're going to lie to you too. So brick masonry, ice houses. If you want to pause there. So right here, there's a wall here. And the wall disappears into the ground that way. And then I'm afraid to walk in there, so because there's all these things that stick to you right there, those little small things, those all stick to you and they come home with you. And they planted them everywhere in here. Yet they encourage you to come see the ruins. So, but you see the crack on the end of that wall right there? Look at the crack on the end of that wall. Just broke. What force? What force, you know? So, that's interesting. And the wall continues right here. Right here. There's the wall. It's laying down on its side. It's laying down. It's all damaged. Here, let me. See how these things right here? All these little things, they stick to you. These little small things. And they are everywhere in here. Yeah, they're already sticking to me. Yep. See, they stick to you. If I walk in there, I'll have 1,000 of those things. But here's the wall. Okay, so there's the wall disappearing. Disappearing. Some of it, see the vines, they grab you. They got those and the vines. The vines to grab you, and then those things to stick on you and come home with you. That's how they do it. Enormous tree right there taken down. So I think the wall, I might have passed it. Oh wait, no, right here. Another plaque. Stockyards. So yeah, the stockyards are up here. And there's some masonry wall right there, yep. Yeah, that's the wall I wanted to see right there. There's the evidence. So, oops, sorry, you can read that. This glare. You get the idea, it's bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. Look at the cows. Cows are cute. Cows are cute. Even the bulls are cute. But they're mean though, they can be mean. Ooh, they can be mean. So, here's the wall. Here's why I say all those ruins back there are brick rendered with concrete. Because right here we have the same masonry. We have the same masonry, right? And look what we've done here. A little tap tap. exposes what? A little tap tap exposes what? The bricks. Of course it does. A little tap tap just exposes the bricks, don't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Red bricks too. Red bricks too. Okay? All churned up and not even in place anymore, straight. But the concrete is. The concrete is. But the concrete's melted, so it's not done after the fact. The concrete's melted and damaged. But that's the quality of the masonry materials here. It still holds its form and shape as it is. Incredible. Disappearing into the ground. And it's leaning over, like not straight up, but it's like this, leaning over this way a bit. So, leaning in unto itself. We're terracing up from the water, we're terracing up. So, down towards the water, and then the next terrace up there. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, you bet. You bet, you bet. So all these concrete, and they're all the same concrete. Look at the style here. With these perfect lines going down. You see these perfect lines? Now, let's take a look at the wall up there. Same wall, same style up there. So those also are brick walls. I'm 3 million. No, how about this? I'm infinitely sure that this is an old world wall. Let me show you what I mean. These tracks right here are what made New Brighton. New Brighton. We had stockyards out here in the old world. And they reused them. And they reused those tracks and they reused all this stuff. They reused everything. This right here, this wall, seems to have been some sort of a, now there's a terrace back here directly. There's a ditch behind this, and a ditch that goes down right behind this masonry right here. It goes in the grass right there, it goes down and then it goes back straight back up, you see? And there's so it's a terrace. And then street levels up there. Terraced up. The terrace. Okay, so we're terracing up and up away from the water, see? That's how they built. This is a chunk of masonry right here. Another one of those pieces. It's like a block of like, it's like what you use in the backyard almost, you know, they make like a retaining wall, but it's like nicer though. It's old, it's hard, it's melted, and it's very consistent. I found another chunk like that down over here too. But, and they're all up here. Oh no, this is a masonry, no, this is a, yeah, so there's, let me show you what's going on here. This is interesting. So, I gotta get up. I can tell you exactly what's going on here. I already know it. So, that's a brick. That's a brick, that's what that is. So, let's go down here. I haven't seen the corner yet. So we got these concrete chunks just cracking and crumbling down. We got a ditch right here. No one's walking out here. No one's coming off trail to walk behind here and come up on this terraced wall here. No one's doing that. So how all this happened? All this damage here. Look at that cooked out piece. Look at the masonry. There's metal in it. There's metal melted in it. And look at the chunky masonry here. Okay. And look at this stuff cracking and crumbling down. And you can say that's just from stress and whatever. But I don't think so. Look at these walls. Look at the joint. Look at that fucking joint. You gotta be kidding me. And these are brick, right? Same masonry. Same perfect lines. Here, let me get down again. Same perfect lines all the way down. I see this in all the old world stuff. That fine rendering that we just saw down there, down the hill. Same stuff rendered over the bricks. So, asphalt on top of those concrete slabs, which are cascading down and crumbling away. All this asphalt up here. Asphalt on top. So this was a platform. And there likely was not a big hilly mound here. Or there might have been a stairway up right here or something. Likely. Here's another one of those masonry blocks I was talking about that you saw on there. But they're old though, and they're nice masonry. It's good stuff. It's really it's really hard, super hard stuff. I don't think this will break. I don't want to break the wall, but here. No, that stuff's too hard. You can't break that stuff. Okay, so I'm getting carried away. Look how perfect the wall is. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect in every way. I mean, you have to be kidding me. So, not only that, we have down here some clues. So, this wall is absolutely perfect. I mean, are you kidding me? Level and perfect. It is level and it is perfect. I could cry. I could really cry over stuff like this. This is not okay. To be lied to like this. This is unreal. This wall is absolutely flawless. All the way down. Just a perfect wall. And where's that section? So we got the concrete up above right here. Looks like it got blown out. I don't know why that's on top, because I'll show you where that's supposed to be. I mean, it could be railroad workers fooling around with this stuff, but I don't think so. It seems to be quite untouched over here. All the asphalt is still atop, not been cleared away. And see how it's all been blown up. Here's the concrete. So this was all a flat platform, all the way back to say about where the masonry ended. It was masonry everywhere. Big chunks. They had blown out. So if this was here, if this hill was here for this terrace, there was likely a staircase, like right here or something, to come down to this platform and get on the trains. And look at these joints. Are you kidding me? That's not our doing. I'm sorry, folks. That's not our doing. We don't do stuff like that. And we can't pull stuff off this perfect with masonry. That perfect. You gotta be kidding me. So, let's quickly get to the end of this here. Maybe I can show you something else around the corner too. Oops, sorry, making you dizzy, eh? Making you dizzy. Lovely evening. It's about 70, 75 degrees, I don't know. Perfect. There's bricks up here. There's just pieces of bricks. And wood. Jeez, I was way down here, eh? I get around, I tell you what, I get around. I was all over this joint yesterday. And these walls are perfect. Now what these are, no, let me show you. Yeah, it's down here. So you see that underneath this asphalt, it was asphalt. It's all just crumbling, no, like gravel now, but it was asphalt. You can see these chunks. It was asphalt. It's now just dust. How did that happen? How is this asphalt? You know, just stones now. And see, there was slabs underneath this platform here. Slabs, and they're concrete. Let me show you what they're doing here. So, right here, nice sectional pieces here. This piece right here is like a big T shape. It's one big solid T shape. And they got a couple of rectangles in between them. This one's like an L. No, this one's a big U, It's cracked. And they had a square in there and square. So it's interesting how they had this. These different patterns. And it looks void underneath there, kind of right there. But we could see how high it is, 3 feet. So, but what they did do, where is it? There's an area where you can look behind the slabs and see how they've done this. And I'm guessing that this is likely how they raise the street levels and and sidewalks. Here, right here. Right by the jug. That's all brick ash and sand in there. Ashy sand. Like ashy sand. Brick ash. Like the ashiest of the ashiest kind. Okay? The ashiest of the ashiest kind of ash. Were they using the ash of the old world to rebuild? Look at the fancy edges on the ends of these concrete slabs. You gotta be kidding me, we didn't do that. Every block has a fancy edge. They did everything fancy. Everything fancy. Here's that block I found yesterday I was talking about. That stuff is hard as granite almost. Like, you saw I can't break it. Not as hard as granite, but you know. Here's the platform though. This was all one solid piece of asphalt. It's no longer asphalt, and no one's walking up here, baby. Ain't nobody walking up here on this shrub, this overgrown shrub-ridden wall. Nobody's doing that. No reason for it. Wow, I smell dead carcass. Big time. Gee whiz. So, here it is, right here. Okay. Another way to confirm that this is an old world perfect wall is perfect. Perfect. In every way and level. Is we got the water drainage lined with terracotta coming out. Do we line with terracotta our water drainage? And look at the steps terracotta pipes. Terracotta pipes in there. Sharp as glass. Sharp as a razor. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. This stuff is dangerous. Okay? And it's coming out of the drainage. The drainage holes here, pipes, they disappear into the ground as you go further down. They disappear. So I'm not guessing that this is going to be a recent wall. It is sunken into the dirt over there. So, and it's made of brick. It's perfect terracotta, perfect concrete, crazy joints. You give me a break. Give me a fucking break. They didn't do anything. They're liars. They didn't do anything. You get that, right? I don't think people get that. People are giving these folks too much credit. Too much credit for stuff they didn't do. They didn't do shit, is what I'm getting at here. They didn't do a damn thing. But clean up and paint a few things. And cover up with lots of concrete and masonry. But when it comes to the building and the designs of all this stuff, no, we didn't build it. Any of it. There is so much more that you may think is recent or modern or is us, that is not. So much is being reused, refurbished, what have you, but I'm gonna try to check out one more location down here. There was some folks down here earlier. There's a private beach over here with one more little ruin site. They got more of these plaques along the way here telling you about what you're looking at. And it's all bullshit. You know, they're all artist renditions. There's no photographs of any of these structures. Because there's ruins everywhere. This right there, across right there, there's a plaque. Well, there's a police coming on the trail. So there's a plaque right there, and there's a plaque right here, and then all the way down, there's all these plaques, and then they're just saying, you know, this is what it was. This was a water tower and pump house, and they have a little flag on top and all this pretty cute stuff, and it's bullshit. Where's the photograph of this stuff? They took photographs of everything. in this time period. And they don't tell us really when these buildings were taken down either. They just say that they were here because there are ruins back there, so they just give us these pictures. That's not cutting it for me. I mean, are we joking here? I mean, this is serious stuff. I mean, this is history, right? Yeah, it's history. His story, his pictures, his characters. You get it? Yeah. So, one last sight down here. Sorry if I'm boring you here, just riding around, getting you dizzy. But, oh, right there, is that it? That's one of the trails we said to take. There may be some folks down here still, so I think there might be. Well, I don't know. I'll take a look. Maybe I can walk down there and show you at the end what I'm talking about. So right here was a railroad building. Yeah, I think they're still here. So over here, yeah, they're definitely still there. I don't want to bother them. There's a pipe sticking out of the ground right there. And then maybe I'll go this way and I'll try to show you what's on the shoreline here. I get those sticky things all over my pants now. So, right down the way, just a bit down shore, yeah, this way, is, oops, yeah, they get you all snagged up in here. Okay. My power cord getting all snagged up. I'm like, who's walking around the forest? Why is he going that way? Okay, so here's the beach. I'm probably getting wood picks like nobody's business walking through that shrub. So, let's see here. Yes, right here. Perfect. See? Look at the bricks. So this is the remains right here of the railroad building that was alongside of the waterfront. Here's some of the foundational aspects right here, underneath the ground, right up along the water's front. The front right here. And these bricks are all damaged. All smoked out and damaged. All these bricks right here and over here are what remain of the railroad building that was here. And they're all scattered about in the water everywhere. All these red bricks right here. And some are yellow. Some are, they were all red, and they all show signs of extreme heat damage. So, all sorts of masonry in the side here of the bank, as well as enormous roots just taken off. Wow, those are big roots. They go way down there. So, this is New Brighton. Lovely evening. Take care. I love you all.